So the transportation of material in human beings. Children, in humans, the transportation of materials like food, like the nutrients that comes from food and the oxygen, they all are going to transported are moved in the body by a specific system, because our body have a unique system by which this movement of the transportation of the materials takes place, and this system is known as circulatory system. All right, so the circulatory system which is found in humans, that is responsible for the transportation of materials, say that oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients and all in our body. Okay, so we will discuss in detail about the circulatory system in humans. So the circulatory system in humans is composed of three different components, and the first component is blood. So blood is the first component which is responsible for the circulation or transportation of materials in human's body. Alright, children? The blood is composed of three different kind of cells. Okay, and these cells are red blood cells, white blood cells, and the third one, platelets. So these three kind of cells are present in our blood, and one more component is there which is liquid, and that is known as plasma. So plasma is the liquid component of the blood in which these three kind of cells are present. Alright, children? And the names of these cells are red blood cells or RBC, white blood cells are WBC, and platelets. Okay? Now come one by one. As the red blood cells is going to term as red. So this red because of the presence of a special pigment which provide it the red color, and the name of that pigment is hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is the pigment which is red in color and present in red blood cells. That is why our overall blood looks red in color, because the number of red blood cells are present in maximum numbers in our blood as compared to rest of the cells. Alright, children. So why the color of our blood is red? Because of the presence of hemoglobin in our red blood cells. Clear? Now this hemoglobin pigment play a very important role in our body. Alright? That you must have to know. This hemoglobin have the capacity, have the quality to combine chemically with oxygen. Okay, so when the oxygen enters in the lungs by inhalation, the hemoglobin of the RBC gets combined in chemically and carry the oxygen to all parts of the body or all body tissues. Get it? Where that oxygen gets utilized to produce energy. And after it, the carbon dioxide which are produced in our body tissues gets again combined with the hemoglobin and comes back into the lungs and gets exhaled. Alright. So hemoglobin combines with oxygen and carbon dioxide. Alright children? So oxygen is an important substance that our body requires to produce the energy, and this oxygen is going to transport it to all parts of the body with the help of hemoglobin, which is found in red blood cells. Okay? And the carbon dioxide, which is harmful for our body, it's need to remove. So it again get carried by the same hemoglobin and removed out from the lungs. Clear, children? I hope that you understood this function of hemoglobin. It combined with oxygen and also combined with carbon dioxide. Clear? Now, to produce the energy in our body, one more substance is required, that is nutrients. So after the digestion of food, finally the nutrients gets separated and it ultimately mixed into the blood. It comes into the blood, and then the blood carried. Okay, that nutrients not get combined with RBC, WBC or platelets. It just present in the plasma, liquid part of the blood, and then this blood carry those all nutrients to all body tissues. Get it? Where these all nutrients along with the oxygen get utilized to produce energy. Okay children? So our blood is going to play a very important role for the transportation of materials in body of human beings. Okay, and the RBC, which have hemoglobin, it carry oxygen as well as carbon dioxide in our body. Clear? So this WBC is white in color because of the absence of any pigment. As red blood cells have hemoglobin, that is why it looks red in color. But the rest of the part of the blood, they don't have any pigment, either the white blood cells or platelets or plasma. So that is why they don't have any color. Okay, so you can see that the color of the blood that looks red, it is just because of the red blood cells which have hemoglobin. Okay, now come to the next. Blood is the one important part of our circulatory system which have the different cells who play the role in transportation of materials. Now the second part is, as this blood is the liquid, so something is required in which this liquid blood can flow. So the second component of circulatory system is blood vessels. Okay children, right? So blood vessels means the pipe-like set which are found in the body in which this liquid blood is going to flow. That is known as blood vessels. Clear? Children, one more thing that I want to explain about the blood before explaining the blood vessel. This white blood cells which are found in our blood is helpful in fighting with, yes, those germs and disease causing bacteria which enters in the body. So you can say that white blood cells act as a, yes, fighter man. It fights with disease causing organism or microorganism and protects our body from diseases. Get it? And this third part of the blood, third component, that is platelets, this also play an important role because it helps in blood clotting. Children, you must have observed, if we get injured sometime, so bleeding occurs, that bleeding gets stopped after some time. It gets clot there after some time, automatically, naturally. It is just because of the presence of platelets in the blood. So that platelets help to stop the flow at the injured part of our body, and the blood clots there and the flow stops. Clear? So these are the different functions played by RBC, WBC and platelets. And the fourth, plasma, that I already have told, it is a liquid part. Okay, so this liquid part help to flow these cells in our body easily to all parts, everywhere. Get it? So all the components of the blood play important role. Plasma, liquid part, which carry the cells, along with it also carry the other substances like nutrients and all, and help to flow them. Platelets help in clotting of blood. White blood cells, yes, fight with disease causing germs, and red blood cells which have hemoglobin help to carry oxygen and carbon dioxide to all the parts of the body. Okay, children? So I hope that you understood these all topics. Alright, thank you.